I'm conflicted again. If you watch my videos a lot, you'll know that I give it to you guys straight and I tell you my exact opinion about the sneakers. Even if the rest of the world says hype and I just don't like it, then I tell you I just don't like it. That's one of the benefits of having a channel, is you can do what you feel is in your own best interest and you don't have to follow the hype and just go where everybody else is going. And if you watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I say I'm conflicted every so often. And what that means is it's something that I just innately, it's in my personality, it's built into my DNA not to like it, but I do. And that sometimes happens when I check out, videos and when I check out sneakers that are coming down the line. And what we're looking at today is that Nike PG4 BRED and the PG4 silhouette in general, not specifically the BRED colorway, but the silhouette in general has one thing on it that I just do not like on my sneakers, but I like it on these. And it's like, I don't want to like these. I want to not like them. I want to be able to pan this feature as I've panned in every one of the videos that has had it. But I just can't do it because I kind of like these. And that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to be having a closer, in-depth look at the Nike PG4 BREDs. And I'll be showing you the bit on it that I shouldn't like, but that I actually do. This is the Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel, Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel des. My name is Jimmy, and every single day from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today, what we're looking at is the upcoming release of the Nike PG4 or Paul George 4 BREDs, which are going to be dropping, I think, on April the 18th. And like I said, I like the sneaker. I mean, no surprise there, because I've just talked for a couple of minutes about how much I like the sneaker, but that one feature, which I just don't want to like, but I do. Hopefully you've already guessed this, maybe even written in the comments down below to try and get there before I tell you that feature. But the thing that I don't like to see on a sneaker is a zipper or a fastener or whatever you want to call that thing down the front of these sneakers. I just don't feel like there's a place on sneakers to have a zipper. They don't go together. Zippers are for trousers, they're not for sneakers. So it always sort of bugs me when I see that on there. But these are cool, and I'm like, dang it, they've pulled it off. One of my least favorite features on a sneaker, and they've only gone and pulled it off. And I tried to work out what it was about this particular zipper that I'm okay with, because usually I would just be like, no. And I kind of realized that maybe what it is because it's still sleek. If you really look, and hopefully I can show you this on the green screen here, if you really look at that zipper, it's a pretty sleek zipper on the front of these sneakers. It's not all sort of clunky and chunky. I'm reminded of, I think it was an Air Force One High that had a huge zipper up the front, and I actually kind of like that as well because it was overkill. But in the case of these guys, it's quite the opposite. It's much more sleek and subtle, and it really fits in with the rest of the shoe, and it doesn't stand out as a separate thing, which I kind of dig. What I don't really dig is that the zipper doesn't serve much purpose, because you can't unzip and take off anything, if you know what I mean. It's not like the zip is a way to take the shroud off or something like that. So it's not a shroud. What it is an extra layer of upper that comes and wraps the lacing system, and there is an actual lacing system on these sneakers. And again, hopefully you're able to see behind me here through the mesh, especially the red mesh. You can see through it and see eyelets on the inside that wrap the laces around. And I'll also show you a picture right now, that shows you the zipper open, and the shroud, can we call it a shroud? The shroud open as well, and you can see the actual laces below. So there is a lacing system on there to give you that security on your foot, but then it's overlaid with this zipper fastened upper on there. Now, speaking of that zipper fastened upper, it's one of my favorite features of this sneaker, because what you've got is a BRED colorway, and that BRED colorway is mainly on the upper, on the lateral and the medial sides. But what I like about it is on the medial side it's red, and on the lateral side it's black, to give you that BRED effect. And I think it's cool. I like the balance. Hopefully I've been able to, again, show you a way to look straight down from above onto these sneakers, so you can see that segmentation of the red on the medial side and the black on the lateral side. And it's through that that red mesh, like I said before, that you can see into the sneaker and see the lacing system on the inside. And at the top of the red mesh on the medial side and at the top of that black on the lateral side, there is one little hit of color on there, and that to me looks like it's the top eyelet poking through, which is a really cool design feature. Now, if you've had these guys in hand and can actually tell me for sure that it is the top eyelet, please let me know in the comments down below. But I think it's a really cool feature, and it leads me into the next part of this video, which is about the small little details on the sneaker that I really dig. I love little details on the sneakers, and in this particular sneaker, there's two things I love, one at the bottom of the lacing system and one right down low on the heel. And we'll go to the heel first, and maybe you can guess by looking at this here, is the 4 that's sort of melded or molded into the very back section of the midsole on there. Tiny little detail, didn't need to do it. I appreciate the fact that they did. I think it really helps sort of give this sneaker a bit of character and a bit of talking point, a little bit more than just a plain sort of bred sneaker. And then, like I said, at the bottom of the lacing system, and it's not actually at the bottom of the lacing system, it's at the bottom of the zipper, a really cool little detail of PG or Paul George on there. I think it's a cool insignia. I like the way the P and the G sort of play off of each other. They look like one unit, but it's actually 2 different letters. But it's a cool piece of branding, it's a cool piece of detailing down there. And again, it adds a little bit of color, a bit of character to the sneaker. And then the final thing that I really want to dig into is on that midsole. You've got that panel that runs the full length of the midsole, and on there's some writing which I think says something like full length air unit or something like that. I can't remember, but I don't need to remember because you can just read for yourselves behind me here on the green screen. Hopefully you're able to see there what it says along the length of that midsole unit there. So all in all, for me, this is a really cool sneaker. I really dig it. I think it's one of the coolest sneakers out there at the moment, and that, like I said, is a problem for me because I usually wouldn't go after a zippered sneaker. There is one more detail actually I forgot to talk about, is the outsole. And if you know my channel, if you've watched my channel for a long time, you'll know that I'm standing up, which I don't usually do. Hopefully you can tell me in the comments down below whether or not the standing up thing is a good idea or not. But the other thing is, if you watch my content a lot, you'll know I research the sneakers in advance, and one of the things that I researched about this sneaker was the outsole, and I wrote in my notes hypnotic outsole. So hopefully you're seeing that outsole back here behind me here with a ton of little circles on there. There's black in the center part, and you've got that PG branding in the little circular window there as well, and then around the outside edge you've got that red color as well. So it's a really cool outsole, hypnotic because of the design of it, but definitely also very cool in terms of its color, and it really tops off the bottom of the sneaker. Really sweet. So all in all, like I say, it's a really cool sneaker. I really dig it. I think there's a lot going on, but there's enough detailing in there to make it cool. The zipper is sleek enough and fits in with the rest of the upper well enough for it not to stand out, for it to be cool as well. Love the two-tone of the red bread effect going on there, instead of it just being a sort of melded in together. It's like black on the outside, red on the inside, which I totally get. So all in all, it's just a really cool sneaker, and I'm very much a yes as far as the Nike PG4 BREDs go, and that upcoming release, which, like I said, I think is on April the 18th. So it's a yes for me, and a bit reluctantly, as I said, it's conflicted. It's not a sneaker that I want to like. I really find it difficult to like sneakers with zippers on them. I tend to think of them as being like for old people. I do know there's that, the Jordan line have been bringing out the Easy Access Fly Ease, I think they're called, sneakers which have zippers on them, but that's a whole different thing. That's to do with making it easier for people to get their foot into the sneaker where they otherwise wouldn't be able to because of some kind of physical disability, for example, and I totally appreciate that. I think that's a good thing, but just as a design element, I usually don't like a zipper on sneakers, but these guys, conflicted as I am, I do actually like it, and I do think it's a very cool addition to this sneaker. For now though, it's time for me to sign off, and thank you guys for checking out my content. I'll do what I do at the end of every single one of my videos, which is take you guys to the rarest sneakers in the world, to the shoe department, where Shoe Butter has very rare sneakers. And what I do is I put up a link, and clicking on that link brings up a menu of all all the other links that you guys can check out to see some of my other content. Choose a video from there, go ahead and watch another video. So here's that link down right there. Click on that, brings down the menu, check out some more of my content. But because I do this every day, that means you can check out my content every single day. And who doesn't want sneaker content every single day? Definitely check out the content and subscribe to the channel so you can get that sneaker content every single day. But for now, for today, it's time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out my content. And as I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.